Hey everyone, if you're new to the channel, this is The Way I See It, and I'm Lyndon Barron. I recently retired and moved to Spain, and having a low boredom threshold, I decided to become a YouTuber. Because of that low boredom threshold, most of my videos are different. I hope you enjoy the video that's coming up next. Hi everyone. I assume you're watching this one because you've seen the thumbnail or the title, but I'm going to tell you how I came about it first. I'm scrolling through Facebook, and Facebook's become shite these days, and as you do, you scroll through and you come across these crap posts that say Japanese have invented a new engine the size of a matchbox that you dip in water and it runs and powers your house for 3 years. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I'm scrolling along and I come across this one post that says American Airline is going to start charging overweight people for 2 seats. And I thought, yeah, I can believe that. I can believe that of the Americans, and it got me thinking, why should they? Why should they pay for 2 seats? This goes out to airlines, especially Ryanair, because Ryanair is my favourite. I've never had a single problem with Ryanair. It wouldn't cost you a lot of money to take one row and turn that one row of 3-3 configuration into a 2-2 configuration, widening the seats. I did the maths, and the seats would measure 670 mil. Now, I don't know what that is in English, Imperial. I went away from Imperial a long time ago, and I need you, Ryanair, to set a precedence. Just think how good you'd look. And I know Michael O'Leary's not listening, but one of his underlings might be. And if you're underling, it might get you a promotion. So suggest to your bosses about widening the seats. And I'm pretty sure that these people that are overweight, that need a bit more room, will gladly pay a couple of, I don't know, whatever it is extra for no embarrassment and for comfort. And they're probably happy to pay for it. And I'm pretty sure that the seat configuration could be doubled up as a mother and child seat if it went empty. Therefore, not losing any money at all. I mean, everybody calls Michael O'Leary for being greedy. He's just a businessman. I've flown over probably 100 flights with Ryanair and never had one single problem. The only problem I have with Ryanair is that they stopped doing flights to here during winter months. And it kind of got me got, but you know, I got flights to Malaga and hired a car and drove the 2 hours instead. And anybody that complains about Ryanair, go with somebody else. He's not the only one that charges for baggage or extra seats or whatever it is, or legroom. He's not the only one. You'll find that most airlines are the same. You don't have to have extra legroom unless you're really massive, like 6'6". I'm 6 foot and I fit in those chairs okay. 34-inch waist. I don't have a problem. But people think they need that extra, so they pay extra. And then they complain about it. You don't have to fly with Ryanair. I've got one story, made me laugh my ass off. I got on a plane, Ryanair, and there goes the ambulance. It's without fail. There's always an ambulance. Anyway, I got on this plane and I never pay extra for seats. I take what's given, what I'm issued with. And I always go with my wife, and we always sit in separate seats because, one, I'd rather not sit next to her because I'd be obliged to talk, and I don't really want to. I want to watch a 2-hour film and the flight's almost over with. And this one time I got the seat with no window. No window. No, sorry, no, I got the aisle seat. And it was the aisle seat with no window. And I sat at the window seat, the non-window seat, should I say. And this couple came and said, we've paid for those seats. Yeah, fair enough, you can have the window seat, I said. No window. And I got up, they sat there. They didn't even listen to the safety, whatever it is, safety demonstration, that's the one. And they put their earphones in and they looked at their phones. They never spoke to each other for the entire journey and never looked at each other, and I found it totally bizarre that they paid for that. Paid. I have no idea how much extra it costs to pay for a seat. So that's my thought on these airlines that are starting to charge. Now, it did name the airline, and I'm not going to, because they're probably not the only ones, so that would be kind of victimizing them. But I'd like to hear your thoughts in the comments box below about people charging for overweight, charging 2 seats. It's completely wrong. There's still one person at the end of the day. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. By the way, this wasn't a rant, it's just a fact finder. Thanks for watching. Bye.